Yo, welcome to Garage Hanks today. I got a special guest in the building, man. He goes by...
Yo, Professor Shadez, Boozeman, how you doing?
Yeah. So it's crazy. This guy right here, never met him before. First time today meeting him. We've been talking for about 30 minutes on top. And I'm just going to say, this dude drove 2.5 hours to come here to be on the show. And I've never met him before. So if you're scared and feel like you're not meant to be on the show because you're nervous, we'll be good. We've never met each other. We've already been chopping it up pretty good and having good times.
It's
and we're kind of like you already kind of know the people I hang out with anyway.
Yeah.
So like we just been chopping up about that. So heck yeah, I welcome you on the show, man.
Yeah. How's it going, man?
It's good. Good. How are you doing today, man?
It's same day. You know what I mean? Just another drive, pretty much. Drive to work, but that's how I'm seeing this as work.
Right.
You know what I mean? Last minute call. That's what it was, just last minute call.
Yeah, it was. And luckily I had the day off and you weren't doing much either, so.
Right.
It's not that you weren't doing much. I know you were doing a lot. But.
Actually, I was editing. I got like 3 projects right now. I just finished up one. I was currently starting the second project, which was the show we did over the weekend. Yeah, that was a fun night.
Which show was that? Where was that at?
I think it was called the Hip Hop Class 101 by TFN Studios.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
Never heard. And what part of Wisconsin?
Oh, that's in Eau Claire.
Oh, Eau Claire?
Yeah.
Just he's a photographer, videographer, more videographer, right?
Yeah.
More videographer, more music artist.
More of a producer.
Producer.
Yeah.
I have a production company too that I started, but the guy I ended up starting it with is no longer with me, so I don't really use it too much. But I think once I get like 5 or 6 of my good homies together that want to do this and be a part of it, I might start using it again because I should. I mean, I got an LLC just sitting there.
Right.
You know,
just use it up. You know
just
what I'm
sitting
saying?
there, you know?
Yeah.
Should probably get on that and use it.
I would. I mean, I'd just be like, hey, like, you know what I mean? And then come to the shows, you know? Just start going to, like, some local shows. Yeah. Start doing photos and stuff and start connecting with, like, other, like, producers or artists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Once you, like, lock in with those, they're going to be asking you to go with you to shows or, like, hey, you know what I mean? Can you do video production as well? And it's like, oh, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Then you can start locking in with other artists as well or other photographers on the road.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's what I've been doing right now.
Initially, that would be, like, that's always something I've wanted out of being a photographer. I've always wanted to go on tour. Like, a good, like, 30-city tour. Just, I want to get all the moments of, like, the hugging, the conversation. You know, you sit around the backside of the tour bus and 2 people are talking, having a good conversation. That raw motion and raw feeling, that's what I'm about. And then that's what this is about. Raw motion, raw feeling, raw conversation in the moment. Like right now, me and you, there's no set schedule, there's no set, nothing.
Right,
just
this just kind of happened. It's just like, yo, like, hey, I got this day, and you got this day. I'm like, yo, I'm editing, but I'll take that time. I'll just come over here. Dude. That's why I was like, yo, hey, let's get it.
And that's why I said in the beginning of this episode that it's a huge thing because he drove 2.5 hours to come here. And I've never even met this guy before. And the fact that he's trying to network with me so I can network with him, that's what it's about. Like, that's literally what it's about. And the fact that you added me on Facebook and I had 2 more of your close friends. Can't remember the names off the top of my head because I was driving.
I'm assuming it's probably Polo. There
was a guy, CJ, I think.
CJ?
Yeah. Here. Sorry, Ty. Starts with a G.
Oh, Tygarchy?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, shout out to Tygarchy. Yo, that's CW Hip Hop.
He added me on, and he said 6 setup. I like that. So that's cool.
yo, Tygarchy got CW Hip Hop out there over in Wausau.
Okay, cool.
He runs the east side of it, you know what I mean? And then I kind of run over the Eau Claire side, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to get all the other artists, you know what I mean, to start.
Is he hip hop?
Yeah, started collaborating, you know what I mean, try to get everybody to start doing things together in the central and everything.
Dude, Wisconsin people, dude, It's about to go crazy up here, man. I'm telling you, like,
it's about
this
to
year,
get wild.
I think this year is going to be a huge year for any kind of artist in Wisconsin, dude. I feel it coming. Like, I would even like to even get put on shows, dude, where, like, all of us to just get together, dude, and just network. Just all of us just get to network and just network and just hang out, get to know one another, see what our business is about, see what we have to offer, and just link up.
I feel like this is the year of...
I'm telling you, something's coming, and I feel like I'm a very spiritual human being, dude, and I feel like something...
Right.
I believe in manifestation, law of attraction, and all that stuff, so, like, I'm a very firm believer that everything does happen for a reason.
Right.
So, like, I feel something.
I feel like we're coming out of a transition.
I feel like we are too, man, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I feel like, and I feel like also that what Wisconsin has for local music, you know what I mean, we have something to give. You know what I mean? We have something that we're speaking about from the streets and what's going on within ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, and a lot of it's coming from Milwaukee, you know, to Madison. A lot of it's coming from Eau Claire to Wausau, you know what I mean, and Appleton and Green Bay. So the hip-hop scene is growing, you know what I mean? So shout out to Tygarchy on CW Hip Hop, too, you know what I mean, for getting connected on that one. That was dope.
So what's CW Hip Hop? What's that?
That's Central Wisconsin Hip Hop. They do Wausau. They do kind of like podcasting and interviews and stuff as well.
That's what's up.
But they do more of a hip-hop based.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's cool. So what do so they have certain people doing podcasts out there, part of that group? Or
they do podcasts. It's usually two guys running it.
That's what's up.
2 to 3 guys. You know, they got Ty, which is the camera guy. He does filmmaking as well.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty good actually. He's not bad. He's not bad.
It's just crazy because, like, dude, this is all I want to be surrounded by is just people who are creators that are creating. Like, it's crazy. Just. I feel like I'm going to have relationships with these people because of the stuff that I do. And we've probably been doing it all for the same amount of time, too. Like, how old are you? Like,
I'm 31.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm 32, going to be 33.
Okay, yeah. What's going on?
I've been doing this for like
we've been on the world now.
Like 17 years. Well, doing photos for like 17 years. I've been dabbing into video. Now that I have DaVinci, I've been really dabbing into it. Like, I've been doing some tattoo videos. I've been doing some like mini tech decks, fingers skating videos. Haven't done any music videos yet because I want to go get a stabilizer.
Okay.
But I find interest in all that stuff because it's fun, like having all them clips and then making a whole cool creation out of it. I love doing it, but my main focus is I want to have conversations with people because this just isn't happening anymore.
Right.
You know?
This is dope though. I like it.
I appreciate it.
I mean, it's crazy how I found you. It's crazy. Like I saw you through like I think it was from another artist and I was like, yo, what? Like
you were saying it was shout out 608 Trays.
Yeah. I think he was on here and I was like, yo,
my boy.
I was like, yo, like what? I'm like, let me lock in. Like, it's a podcast. Like, and I'm trying to get all podcasts. Like, shout outs to 414 Spotlight. Let me see who else. CW Hip Hop. You know me, which is Tygarchy. Breaking and Entering. You know, there's a few other podcasts. You know what I mean, out there. Volume 1. I think they're more of like a blogging like journalist.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So.
That's what's up.
There's another podcast station, but they're more in Minneapolis, which is Live on Lake Street. Yeah. So more of like trying to get that central to kind of get connecting with like, you know, just trying to get more of that central noise popping.
Right.
You know, I feel like we got something to give, and it's coming alive.
Dude, there's so many crews out there and people that are involved in music that are just. They're getting ready to go. It's getting ready to happen. Like Tracy's been doing this for 12 years. He released Chief 3 on 12 years of making music. Okay. And it was just, this project hit different. It was insane. But like, I swear, everyone around us right now is just going crazy. And there's a song called Link It Up and talks about, you know, linking up with all of us and getting creative and doing our thing. And it's a cool thing because from the beginning he was like, dude, this next tape's for the homies from the day ones, and literally from the whole beginning to the end it's just like I was there for like a lot of that shit, you know, like in the video too. Link It Up comes on today at 4:20. He's airing that with Kasky. He featured that with Kasky. That was a huge.
I seen that on Instagram.
Yeah, dude, that video is so sick, dude. Like, it was so much fun making that video, man. Shout out everybody that was there. Shout out Matt Nemitz. Shout out Kasky. Shout out Camel Rose. Good guy, dude. It was such a fun night, man. Like,
too.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. It was sick, dude. The song's sick. But yeah, it's so awesome seeing actually people sticking with it, because side note quick, like back in middle school before like I met Trace and all them, I was into like making metal and playing like Kill Switch Engage, like heavy Esley Dying stuff, like, you know, really heavy metal guitar and stuff like that. That's just how I was. I was skateboarding and you know, I had a lot of my friends that were into that, and that's when I started shooting photos more or less, was in high school with all my friends' bands and stuff. So I'd always be into shooting concert photography, because that was like the funnest stuff, because like you go and shoot someone doing a concert, like those moments you'll never be able to get back, because it's just right there in the moment. And that's one reason why being a photographer is so important to me,
right?
Because you just can't recreate the moments again. And once you get that moment of like someone like, or just like, you know, like just anything, like that's $1 million photo right there.
Those
dude.
are $1 million photos. Because once if they blow up, it's like you got that
exactly.
one photo that got them blow. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's that photo.
Yep.
Yeah.
But a lot of my friends were in bands, and they kept like breaking up and not going anywhere. So like there's a couple like heavy metal bands in Wisconsin that are finally like getting out there, but like, man, it would have been so cool to like ride out with them guys, to like keep bands together, keep that scene alive and stuff. But like, it sucks. But so that's and that's why I think that's why I fell in the arms of Trace.
Oh, me, bro. I'm telling you right now, you just that hit. When I heard about that, I'm like, yo, hold up a second. Like, he did a hip hop artist. Like, let me come over there, bro. Like,
Tazro?
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna send you other people too. You know, I'm just like, hey, check this out.
Anyone's welcome on the show, man. Anyone.
Yeah.
And specifically, like, if someone wants to get out here and have a conversation with 3 or 4 people, like, we can make that happen too. Like, we could talk about a specific thing. We could talk about strictly promoting. I mean, we could have 3 or 4 artists in here at a time, just 2 or 3 artists at a time promoting, or 1 artist at a time promoting. Like, side note on something though, I gotta share this with Trace. I can't share it on camera right now because I need to talk to him first about it. But I just got my idea back in my head that I need to bring up to him, because I think it'd be beneficial for everybody. Like, I think any artist that would like to want to do this would want to be involved in it. Like,
you
know what? I'm just gonna say it. I'm thinking about doing little live mini sessions in here, like. You know, what we could do is get rid of the couch or just have a chair or something for the artist to sit on.
Right.
And, like, in the background, play a beat, or just do a cappella freestyle, or just do a song. Have a homie that knows how to play acoustic guitar know a couple of your songs. I could play it on acoustic, and you could do that quickly. Kind of like a Tiny Desk kind of thing, you know?
Right,
And I think that'd be kind of cool, is do, like, a Garage Hangs music edition or, like, something involved with that. Like, not copy Tiny Desk.
Kind of like one of those late night, like those late night shows with the guests.
Just have a couple people come on and perform and just, you know, talk or whatever. And I think it'd be a cool idea.
That'd be cool.
I think it'd be a good idea.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, actually.
Because even if I could have someone study the artist's music that knows how to play guitar, I could be like, hey, you want to be on this show? I could have one of my homies play their music and just do a quick, you know, little jam session in the garage. You know, just right here, boom, set it up. Get your music out there. People get to hear it quick. A cappella, too, on top of it.
Oh, yeah, bro. Oh, man.
And then at the end of it, you'll have all your links.
It's like the MTV, like, unplugged.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool as hell to do something like that in here.
Yeah.
I think it'd be, and then once I soundproof it and make it better, it'd sound even better in here.
Oh, yeah. This is a dope setup. This is cool. I like it.
I appreciate it.
That was actually the first thing I noticed. I was like, yo, like, it's all Green Bay. I'm like, wait, where's this guy from? I'm like, hold on a second. Like, this is cool.
Born and raised a Packer fan for my family, and like I said, I met, you know, my fiance and her dad, and he has this whole thing set up, and I've just been going to Goodwill, antique stores, all over the place just to find stuff like, you know.
I'm sort of a Packers fan. Sort of, yeah. I'm more of a Raiders fan, actually. I'm born and raised from L.A.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, born and raised.
Raiders aren't doing too bad.
Yeah, I'm from Anaheim. Yeah, Anaheim, Orange County. You know, Los Angeles, you know, Huntington Beach area.
So what made you move out here?
long story short, back in 2006, I guess the family wanted to start a new chapter. Nah, I'm straight. I got one over here, man. You good? I got one of these. You good? No worries. Just in case if I get like anxiety or nervous breakdown, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even though I won't have one, but it's just kind of like.
It's something good to calm it down for sure.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's just kind of like that thing. It's kind of like having a cigarette or something. It's just like, yeah. Business talk.
Right.
But no, we moved up here, and I don't know. I guess that's kind of when I started doing the whole video editing stuff. Was like filming skateboarding and stuff back in 2006.
Did you ever skate or?
Yeah, actually, I skated for a minute. Probably later on in my retirement years, I started having like a few sponsors, like Identity Board Shop from Buena Park.
Cool, man. Yeah, that's what's up.
I wouldn't say third layer because it was more like we just, me skateboarded for like the demo thing. That was cool. I did like the demo thing that they had for like it was like the Minnesota State Fair. That was cool.
That's what's up.
It's just kind of like stuff like that. And then when I got into college, it was just more of like focus on college, like because I really want to get this degree in filmmaking. Yeah, that was kind of like really the goal. Like as soon as I moved up here, I was just like, I don't know, I really want to get into filmmaking. Like I picked up the camera when I was like 5.
That's awesome.
I stole my dad's camera, bro. I stole it. I'm just like, hey, like what is this thing? And like I started filming like skateboarders, their feet. At first, it was just like, okay, well, let me just film and edit on like the VHS. So that was kind of hard because I had to like rewind it, play back. Okay, stop it. Okay, that's where we gotta go. Okay, let's do it again.
Right. Yeah, that's old school, man. Yeah, because you're a year younger than me. Yeah, that's old school, man. Because I started skating when I was 10.
Okay.
And you were 9.
Yeah. So I'm born in '91.
Yeah, born in '90. Yeah.
I'm a '90s baby.
I skated till I was 18.
Dang.
No spawn. I mean, I was good enough to do pretty much most of flatland tricks, but like you would not catch me like tray flipping a 6 or 10 set. You wouldn't see me doing any of that kind of crap. Like
I tried getting to that level, but mine was more of Danny Way style.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, we had like a launch ramp. Shout out to Millsville A&W skate park.
You had a launch ramp.
We had like a little mini launch ramp and stuff. And I think the last trick I did that I busted my ass off, bro, was kickflip indie grab.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, launch ramp, kickflip indie grab into the transition. That was probably the hardest thing. I mean, otherwise everybody knows me.
Cool
as
trick.
Otherwise everybody knows me as the Doo-Doo 360. Like, okay, yeah, but you guys were never there for like, the airwalk or the airwalk finger flip. You know what I mean? Like, or skating with the homies. Like, we traveled to like Black River Skate Park, Augusta. Marshall was one of the best ones that we went to because like
Marshall
Skate Park.
Is it in Wisconsin?
Yeah, it's in. It's like 30 minutes, like on the east side, kind of going towards Wausau, but it's not. It's like in between Wausau and Millsville. Yeah, it's called Marshfield.
Dude, I think I've actually heard of that place, to be honest.
Well,
I think I've heard of that place. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's got that reputation. You know what I'm saying?
I seriously think I've been there.
But there's actually 2 Marshfields. There is. I got lost. I got lost, bro. I was picking up my cousin in Milwaukee. He was like, Shadez, pick me up. I'm like, man. I was like, okay. So I'm driving at like 3 in the morning, bro. I'm picking him up. I'm sitting there waiting. And then I had to go into Chicago because the bus, the bus broke down or something like that. So I had to go into Chicago, pick him up. So then we're on our way back. I'm like, oh, it says Marshall's about like an hour away. I'm like, oh, okay. We're on our way, and we about to touch down. And I'm looking like, bro, I was like, this is not Marshfield. I was like, this is not Marshfield, but it says Marshfield. Like, I'm like, oh man. So I was like, okay, hold on. We got another 2.5 hours to go. And my cousin was like, man, I thought we were almost there. I was like, oh, no, you just sit back and relax.
Lame.
Yeah. That's how I knew there was 2 Marshfields, though. I was like, okay, so there's this one that's kind of near Milwaukee, and then there's this one that's near Wausau. Like, okay. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So.
Good times, right?
That actually happened last year. Yeah, that happened last year. I was sitting there, I'm just like, man, like, what the heck, bro? Like, I thought we were home. Like, an illusion happened of a delusion. Like, what the heck? Yeah, so.
That's funny.
You know, I mean, yeah, good times. Definitely good times.
Good times.
I wasn't high. that was for sure. I wasn't high. Actually, maybe. No, I wasn't. No, not at all.
Oh, yeah. Good to have you on the show, dude.
Yeah,
good
man.
chopping up, man. We've been going good for 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's it. Later, guys. No.
I mean, the comeback episode I did was about 11 minutes. It was just, like I said, a brief. But the longest conversation I've had on here, I think, is 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So far.
Oh, yeah, we're going to chop it up, bro. We're just going to kick it, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're doing now, yeah. There is one thing when we get back from, so I'm getting ready to take a break here in a minute. I want to bring up one thing, and then we can get covered on something else. It's a pretty cool business tool. I'm going to get ready to show you what Bopper is. And,
yeah, show me what Bopper is. That's cool.
Incorporate that. And,
is it local?
Yes, Beloit.
Okay.
Beloit.
Okay.
A couple of my homies started.
Shout out Bopper. Yeah.
Yes, shout out Bopper. So, on that note, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back in a minute, all right?
Yeah.
All right, we are back. Taking a break. And I was getting ready to talk about my friends over here at Bopper. Shout out to my friends at Bopper.
You want a Bopper?
Yeah, so we have a couple different things here. So what a Bopper is a digital business card. Okay? So they have this card where you can scan this card. Or you have a tag where you activate the tag and then stick it to the back of your phone.
Okay.
So when you walk up to somebody, like say you and I, we're at a show and we're talking because we're obviously holding cameras. You literally just walk up and you're gonna grab your phone and you're gonna open it up and a link like this is gonna pop up. So go ahead and do it on your phone for this on this one. I don't think that one's activated yet.
What did you say on the camera?
Okay, I don't think the card's activated, so try it. Oh, you can take a picture of the card. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, you can take a picture of the QR code. Yeah, that's one way of doing it.
Oh.
Did it pull up?
Yeah.
So this is what this is. So you'll be able to create your own profile and stuff with all this. You have all your links to all your stuff.
Wait a second. Hold on. Nope.
Okay, so that one might not be activated yet, so you're pretty much just gonna grab it and put your phone on it like that, and then a little pull tab's gonna come from it.
Do the same thing?
Yeah, but you don't have to take it. It's not a. You don't have to have your camera open. It's just like a normal. Something pop up. There it goes.
Okay.
So now you can take the tag off, and that's going to be everything of mine that I have for my business card.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
So it's like a one-tap thing, you know, and
all his portfolios on here.
Yeah, it's Bopper. It's cool. It's a one-stop shop, pretty much.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So initially, what it is, you pay $3 a month to become a pro member, and what it is you unlock everything. You get to have a regular and a regular profile or a personal profile. And the crazy thing is check it out. Since you're in the app right now, are you still on my page?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so check it out. You're on my personal page right now. Watch the screen change. Did you see it change?
Yeah.
So this is my business profile. So all my garage hang stuff's on here, everything, and I can switch that while you're looking at it.
That's cool.
It's cool. I mean, anything. You can click on any of them links and it'll take you anywhere.
Anywhere. That is
and
cool.
You customize it, dude. It's the coolest thing, man. Like, and it tells you how many people look at your stuff, like statistically and all that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, I've had 153 bops, and I've had almost 500 people view my profile. My top links are Instagram with 34 clicks, my YouTube 23, my Facebook 21, 10 clicks on my website, which it's whatever on my website. And yeah, it's really neat, man. It's cool. And
That's cool. I just added your Snapchat too.
I'm telling you, everything's just right.
Cool.
Everything's right there. Everything is just it's right there. And now it's easy for you because now you don't have to carry around business cards with you. You don't have to spend money on business cards. You have this right here, the tip of your fingers. Like I said, if you're down, I can hook you up with one today. I got 2 left. If you're finished,
that's one of these cards, right?
Yeah, or that card too. Yeah.
Yo, y'all got to invest in one of these.
Putting people on.
Bopper. Shout out to Bopper.
I'm telling you, that
was cool.
I'm telling you, it's so easy. Like, dude, if you notice, you probably can't see it. On the side of my camera, I have a keychain, a Bopper keychain. I have a keychain on my fanny pack. I have made it an accessible thing because, think about it, don't be bound to one case. You know what I did? I went and bought 12 different cell phone cases and 12 different boppers because they're all different. I got a 420 crew one in here. I got a donut one there. So, like, any day you can wake up, you can have a different case and feel a different bopper tag. Like, you know, it's just that's the way I made it. Like, I've made it more of a fashion statement than really anything. And it's just not even doing it off like trying to be popular. Like, I just took a cool idea that they already made and made it more like, not like, hey, here's one bopper for you.
You're telling somebody, hey, it's like, yo, here's my business card, but if you really trying to get a hold of me, you gotta actually have to scan it.
And the crazy thing too is, man, is that like if I did this, bopped you out in public, and like I was taking photos and I got back to what I was doing, and so did you. Later that night, when you pulled your phone up to go to the internet browser, that tab will be opened up in your phone. So it opens up a separate internet browser tab on your phone. So no matter what, you're not going to lose my information unless you get rid of that window. You know, so it's always going to be there. Yeah, it's a very innovative thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's so easy, dude. Because once you show music artists this, dude, they're like,
yeah, they're going to touch in because we're in the digital era.
Dude, all you gotta do is carry that around with you. Just tap it, hit the QR code on it, boom, that's it.
Right, like this is mine. So if they really want to get a hold of me, like boom.
Yep.
Like then it's like okay, like bet.
And they make a bracelet too. I got a bracelet in the house too. They can just freaking bop a bracelet. I'm telling you, dude. I love you guys. Thank you so much, and thank you everything you guys have done for me. And the crazy thing too is they have a thing. I'm not gonna give out my price for it, but you can get 100 tags. If you spend a certain amount of money, I could cut a custom logo. So, like, say I wanted to sell garage hangs tags on the show.
Right.
I could sell for $20 a piece. That's what they sell for, and I get a cool percentage out of it because I'm an ambassador for the company. So I push to spread this for people like you who need it because we're artists. We don't need business cards anymore. This is a cool, like, dude. You can change it anytime. Cool. Like, dude, I love talking about it, man, because it's so sick. Here, y'all. I'm telling you, yeah. And what I initially want to do is I want to get this one, and I want to put it right in the middle of the set, so everyone be like, "What's that?" And I'll be like, "So this is what it is." Bam. And that's what it is. And they're like,
"That's what you should just do it right now." Just
that's
put it right
cool.
there.
Well, I initially, I'm gonna make something so it just sits right on it,
okay,
like over here or something. But yeah, I want to do that so it's a thing, so people are aware of it.
Man. When people sit down, like you know, just like on like your like when you do like the 15-minute break or whatever like that, just be like, hey, can you do something for me? Like what? Can you put your phone right here for me? It's like okay, boom,
right.
And like, can you do that now? Can you follow my Snapchat? Thank you. You
Everything.
Yeah, like especially if you're on a date, just be like, just be like, so what do you do? Like, can you just put your phone right here for me? Okay, cool. Can you give me your PayPal?
Yeah, and you actually, you know what's crazy is that stuff's on there too. You got PayPal, you got Pinterest, you got internet, you got YouTube. I mean, there's so many apps, bro. Even Stereo. You ever heard of Stereo? The app Stereo.
No, what's Stereo?
It's like a podcast place where you can like use your phone and do like your own talks and shows and stuff on it.
That's cool.
Dude, it's so neat. Like, there's so many cool apps on it, dude. Like, I haven't even had a chance to figure out all the apps on it.
That's cool. It's almost like Clubhouse almost.
Yeah, and then it's just like Clubhouse, yeah. And then you shop, you go on the website there. If you
that's cool.
Yeah, you get the bracelets for $25. You get menu tags. You get There's keychains. There's the pop sockets. If you like the pop sockets on the back that fold out, like those. You get You get 2 cards and 2 tags for $45, or you can get 5 tags for $60. Dude, I'm telling you.
I'm going to your Instagram right now. This is cool.
You can get 5 cards for $55. 5 of them cards for $55.
That's a deal.
And the cool thing too is, man, think about it. Like, you could stick these things anywhere. Say you spend the money on to get 100 tags.
I just followed him on Instagram,
dude. You could
the bopper,
dude. Think about putting these around the town.
Hey, dang, yo, we got quite a good following. Dang. You
so 12
up
years,
there, bro.
12 years every artist does.
Yeah, you up there, bro.
Appreciate it.
Dang. 600,000? No, I'm just
Hey, dude, if it gets to that one day, that'd be sick. That'd be fun. No, I'm here for fun.
Hey, manifest it. That's dope.
Exactly, manifest it.
That's cool.
But I don't know if you're interested, man.
So
but
is
if
this
you
the
want,
one I keep, or?
So if it's not activated, if you want, it's my only one.
Then I'll just leave it here.
No. If you want, you can buy it off me, bro. $20. I'll save yourself $4.
We'll talk after. Let me talk about some investments then.
For sure. If not, there's a couple over here that I got too.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it's a good thing, man. It's a really good thing.
That's cool.
And you could show it, dude. You could show it to, like, the crazy thing is too is like we're getting ready for it to be nice out, so we can all start doing skits together with Bopper and stuff, dude. Just like walking up to people and being like, dude, check this out, and just having someone with videotaping it and having real life interactions with people and get their live reaction off of it. Like, they do it. I want to start doing it. That's why I'm doing it on the show too. So it's just like, it's cool. Like, why not show what's going on here? Like,
right.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though.
It's crazy. And there's my friends from Beloit, Wisconsin, man.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yep. And you don't even need the app to use it. That's a crazy thing. Like, since you just bought me, like, you don't even have the app yet. So, and pull it up right as is. It's not like, oh yeah, you need an app to download this to be friends. No, you don't. It's crazy until you download it, and then you download it, and then you make your profile.
Then it says at the top of the screen, tap here to get your Bopper tag.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep. And another thing is too, this drop down. This thing is so cool, man. Like, you can hit this right now and it just start playing like one of my episodes that I did with somebody. So like while you're scrolling, you can like listen to my podcast while like, oh wow, this is pretty cool. Like, in the garage today, it's your host, Chief Heimer. I got a special guest in the garage today. You know, and it's like,
that's cool.
Yeah, dude. It's it's pretty fun, dude. I love it, man. I love Bopper and I love the guys that were behind it. But yeah, I wanted to express that to you quick to kind of blow your mind. I knew you. I knew you would be like, dude, that's sick.
That is sick, though.
It's sick.
Because I have business cards, but it doesn't have that on there.
Right. Well, it's either that or you just tap it. Like, you know,
because like when I give people, like when I give business cards away, bro, like they don't even. It's just more of like, oh, okay, cool. They take it, but they don't really use it. Like I'd be handing them out. And it's like I don't see followers or anything. But this is more of like you're telling them like, hey, you really want to get in hold of me? Scan your phone. Boom. Now let me see if you're really going to get a hold of me for real.
Well, yeah. Initially, like when you walk up to somebody with this and you show them like your and they see your profile, they're addictively like looking at it like, dude, this is kind of cool how this is laid out. Like, it's an attention grabber for sure, because like you're just like, dude, this is sweet. Like, you can put a cover photo, you can change your photo, like,
right,
dude. And like I said, you get the pro model, you spend $3 a month or $30 a year for it. You get all the apps. There's booking apps in there for barbers. There's booking apps. There's scheduling apps. There's so much stuff that you can do.
Pretty cool.
And they're not even like anywhere near like being done with adding apps to it. Like, you got Twitter, you got Twitch, you got TikTok, you got BU, you got all these, you got FaceTime, you got all these different payment things you can do.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got a photo shoot and someone pays you right there, can I pay you? Yep, sure, just bot me. And the crazy thing is, you set up your Bopper, you set up your debit card on the side of it too for a side push button, you enter your face on it, it pulls out, you can pay for it.
Fan.
Yeah.
You a Star Wars fan?
And then there you go. There's like my banking information to where,
cool.
Dude, it's yeah, dude. Enough of that though.
Oh no, you straight.
But it's cool though, man. It's
yeah,
it's fun stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though.
And like you can sign up yourself and be an ambassador too. Like, you could you get a certain percentage out of everyone you sell to, like, your friends or, like, your music artists or anything, dude. Like, for instance, you could have one on your opening of your building when you walk in your door, like, you know, for your studio. You could just be like, hey, for all my new features, all my new expenses, all my charging, everything here, all my new shows, book here, bop this. And then everyone's going to have everything there, all your upcoming shows, your upcoming music videos. If they want, you want to post that, or, like, help for being in music videos, you know. Yeah. Dude, it's a whole thing, like, and that's supposed to be a menu for, like, a restaurant. Like, that's what those are. That's what that's for. So, like, getting rid of the paper, like, you could just bop your phone and have the whole menu up there, like, oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah.
That is pretty cool.
And that's it. And then once you're done with it, looking at the menu, you just...
That is cool, though. Imagine that.
I'm telling you. Yeah, you get, dude, there's so many freaking apps, dude. Like, all them ones aren't highlighted. Those
Imagine if you just had, like, a couple of those, actually. Imagine if you just had a couple of those, and you went to a restaurant, it's like, hey, guys, like, scan that for me real quick. Okay, cool. That's yours.
Dude, they've done it to a few of them, man. They have them, they have them down, I think, at the Sky Carp down in Beloit, the baseball team. I know that they have them on at a big church out in Arizona where the other creator of the company works. And then they're trying to get it into the Brewer Stadium too. But there are a few restaurants around here that I think have them that propose the idea.
If you're a waitress or a waiter,
dude,
that'd be dope.
I'm telling
like, hey
you,
guys, like, I'm your boom 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 today. Like, scan that for me, please. Cool. Can you guys tip me first? Boom. All right, cool. Like, have a nice
because
day.
You could even carry around this card. Like, each employee could carry around a card.
Right.
You know, and just, like, be like, hey, pull your phone out, just take a picture of this, and it pulls out all your menu. If you have any other questions, you know, my name is so-and-so, and have a good night. Yeah, I used to have a whole bunch, but, like, I've sold so many of them, dude. Like, at that tattoo convention, the tattoo party I did up in Cottage Grove, that tattoo video I did for my cousin.
Oh, okay.
I ended up giving a couple of them out to people that I just met that day. That are doing yoga, that are entrepreneurs and stuff like that, and they're like cross ties with my homie Sloth. He knows some people, and then, like, he brought them over to me, and we started talking, and I'm like, yo, you know Bopper? They're like, hey, I know something about that. I'm like, all right, so I know more people around the area that are on the same thing I am.
It starts very small.
I'm telling you,
especially if you're starting, like, a thing. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, like, me and a couple people, like, you know, when we started the scene, like, it's, you know what I mean? We knew it was going to take off, but it was just going to be, like, it was just waiting for the right moment. Because, like, you know what I mean? I've been doing this for a hot minute. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But, like, once you start something, just give about, like, an extra 5 years. And then you start seeing some progress and some interaction. And next thing you know, you're like, okay, like, let me take another 5-year grind.
Right, you know for sure. I mean?
Yep. Like, but what I want to tell people usually is, like, when you're starting something, it's 5-year grind. How are you gonna do a 5-year grind? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna be serious about what's your calling or a skill or a talent, or are you just gonna sit back? Just be like, I'm gonna let the money flow. Now it's called a hobby.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Not a passion. Yep. Okay. Like, you can. That's cool, a passion, but you can turn a passion into a money machine.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Right. I've made decent money off doing photography and stuff and videoing.
Right.
I mean, consistently, it'd be great. You know.
I mean, bro, I didn't even know this was, like, the video production I was doing, bro. I didn't know that was gonna take off.
You never know, man.
I didn't know, bro. It started off as the very first one I did, bro, started off as a school project. It was a school project. Me and my roommates were just like, okay, let's just shoot this real quick. Okay, guys. Okay, cool. You know, we shot it outside of his the place and everything. The mom was like, oh, my number and everything's on there. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh crap, you know what I mean? And then people were making fun of the dirty mirror. The dirty mirror tonight, bro. Oh my gosh. I don't want to talk about that because everybody was making fun of the dirty mirror scene. You know what I mean? It was very dirty.
Whatever.
You're right. So yeah, it takes a minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nothing happens overnight. I mean, stuff can't happen overnight because it has happened.
Yeah.
It can. I mean,
it can happen overnight, but that's in time. Happen overnight meaning it happens in time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It takes a minute.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how I see it is like, yo, if you're starting something like within a year, you can see progress within a year. You know what I'm saying? You can be like, okay, wow, I did something. Boom. Okay, let me try something else. Okay, the next year, boom, okay. Then within 5 years happened, it's like, bro, people are like, yo, we heard about you. Boo, 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 boo. And it's like, okay. Like, that's how you know when you start hitting progress. It's like, within the 5 years, all year. You know what I'm saying? How dedication, like the dedication are you going to give?
Yep. Yeah, it's because if you don't do anything, if you don't physically go and do it, you're never going to,
right.
You're going to live the lifestyle, but there's not going to be nothing there to say you're doing it. Because if you don't get off your 2 feet and do it, it's not going to get done physically. Like, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah. I think on the break, too, I showed you the videos, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I showed you, I didn't show you the stuff from, like, my very first music video, though.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't even show you the skateboard videos, either. I didn't show you the skateboard videos. Dang it.
I mean, you still can. I don't care.
Yeah, I can show you the skateboard videos, bro. Like, there's this, shout out to Josh Bushman. There's this skate rat named Josh Bushman.
20 minutes in, so we're going to take a break here in a second. So, actually, you know what? We'll just do it right now, and you'll pull that video up, and I'll just go hit record again, and we'll be all good, all right?
Yeah.
We'll be right back. All right, we are back, showing me the skateboard videos that he did.
Okay. Actually, let me see. These are so old, bro. Oh my gosh. And I edited all these 13 years ago, 14.
Just so you guys know, if you do hear a little kid in the background on the video, it's my neighbor outside right now. So you hear a little girl yelling and stuff, it's because they're out back playing right now. So
Allison in Wonderland.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all good. Gotta get them kids out and play, though. It's that time.
Oh, man. Do I want to show you something short? Yeah, I'll just show you something short. Okay.
Hell yeah. It reminds me of, like, back in the day when I skated.
Yeah, man, it's just, those are like the old days though, man. Those are just like kind of soft grind. We're back when like Nigel was in his teen days. You know what I mean? That was Millsville though.
Heck yeah.
Right.
That's chill.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, I had people like film me real quick and then I just edit the way it is, you know what I'm saying? But like, all these other skateboard videos you can check out, dude, and that's how I actually started, like, really knowing my skill was in the editing, was editing skateboard videos.
Hell yeah. That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, it's kind of where it takes off, but
yeah.
But if you kind of like keep looking through like the whole channel,
I'm gonna have to go through your channel and look.
Yeah, you'll see all different types. Like I even make beats too. I got beats on there. I got music videos. Mainly music videos right now. It's kind of like my key. Music videos, yeah.
Music videos are fun. I want to do some more, actually, to be honest. It'd be fun. My main focus is doing other things right now, though.
The trick to making a music video, because like I watch a lot of music videos, is have one favorite music filmmaker, and then have one mainstream like Hollywood director. Like, for example, my favorite producer is the dude who shot the Leonardo DiCaprio film. What is it called? Where he's fighting the bear?
Damn.
Oh man.
Dude, it's like right at the
Revenant.
tip.
Is it like the Revenant or like the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
The Revenant.
The Revenant. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like all one shot and everything. It's like, yo, I love one shot takes, bro. Like, those are cool. You know what I mean? Like everybody right now, everybody's doing like the microphone hang. Have you seen that? No. Oh, everybody right now is doing like the microphone hang. And it's like, yeah, that's cool and all, but like.
Oh, like the old school, like, yeah, I've seen that recently on like music videos and stuff that they're doing that again. Yeah, it is.
It's cool right now for the trend, but how long that trend's gonna last? So
realistically, though, music videos are just movies of the song, and that's basically what they should be nowadays. It's not really a music video; it's like a music movie. Because cinematically, like Yellow Wolf's videos, they're fire. I love watching Yellow Wolf's. I love watching Yellow Wolf's videos. His stuff that he has when he's rapping and stuff, dude, it's just a perfect set, perfect story. Like, everything he's done is just super cool. I'm a super huge fan of him, by the way, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So.
I don't. My favorite artist right now, man, I don't know, bro. I listen to a lot of local artists.
Yeah.
Especially in Wisconsin. I love. I mean, mainstream is cool. Local is just more of a. I don't know. It's more of the thirst.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
I agree with you on that.
Even the rock artists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's the thirst.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They go harder. When you hit mainstream, it's like, okay, you can hear the lack. I feel like you can hear the lack. Like, yeah, it's cool, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? Them breaking records, you know what I mean? That's, you can hear, like, the thirst. Like, their energy and, you know what I mean, their level is like they're going as hard as they can into the mic. So that way you can hear them and everything. It's like, yeah.
Right.
So, dang, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I listen to a lot of Detroit rap, so probably Ice Vezzo is probably my favorite. Well, he was local and into mainstream. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe Payroll Giovanni. Let me see. We're going to go into the local artists out here. So, because I just said some Detroit artists. Let's go to my favorite ones. Actually, I'm going to speak on the ones that I worked with. Prince Dula, actually, a.k.a. Dula the Prince. He's one of my favorite locals. He's really good. Polo J 5000. He's one of my favorites as well. Them two are also known in the, you know, in Eau Claire. Like, they got a name for hip hop. Yeah, they're pretty good. I just recently worked with Marcus Porter in Madison. Just recently over the weekend. I've worked with him in the past at a couple shows, like you were talking about doing photography and stuff. Yeah, I've always been as a couple of his recaps doing photography as well. But Marcus Porter is pretty good. Flame the Ruler in Madison. Oh yeah, and shout out to Kid Flash ATM. I'll give it to him. He's pretty good. Yeah, those are the Eau Claire scenes. Those are probably my favorite right now. I'd be listening to. Yeah, that's probably it. The mainstream. Oh, Witch House 40K actually is one of my favorite artists. Actually, it's grudge rap. It's kind of like do you like listen to funk?
Yeah.
Like PHONK funk.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure? It's like PHONK funk. It's like folk or funk. I'm not sure how they say it.
Never
but
heard of it.
It's like hip hop, but like grunge rap. But it's like they're using like perky sounds, like toms, like high toms.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and it's like in a melody, but man, let me pull this up, bro. Because like that's what the kind of rap they do, but like Witch House 40K is styles in between that.
Nice. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Or you want to hear some? You want to hear some Witch House 40K, or you want to hear Dula the Prince?
Whatever.
I think I showed you Dula the Prince actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I showed you his earlier. What do you think about him actually?
Decent.
Yeah. Which one? Actually, Dula the Prince or Polo J 5000?
I think the Prince.
Yeah. Prince is really good. Like when I forgot who put me on him. I don't know who. I think maybe it was just a run-in. I think. I'm not sure, but like, I was like, hey, like, you want to do a video? Let's do it. Come on, like, you know what I mean? And he's like, yeah, okay, let's do it. And then I did these 2 videos. But my first time hearing him perform, I was really shocked. He really shows love. You know, like especially him and his family, bro. His family's really nice. You know what I mean? As a person though, you know what I mean? Dula, bro, he know how to spit. He know how to spit down. So does Polo J5000. Them 2 on a track together, bro. Actually, I need to show you that instead. You want to hear Jetsons? You want to hear something I'm working on right now?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay, I'm going to show you what I'm working on right now. So, Polo J5000 and Duel to Prince. That was the 2 artists I showed you during the break. These guys got on the track on a beat I made, and I wasn't expecting it. And that's what the next music video I'm going to be working on. We're just kind of brainstorming some stuff in progress right now. But yeah, I can show you this. Here, you can press play if you want. Let me know what you think about that track. Nobody hasn't heard this track yet, so.
You made the beat?
Yeah.
That beat's hard.
Yeah?
That beat's hard.
That beat hard?
Hell yeah.
What do you think about that track?
Not too bad.
Not too bad?
Yeah.
I should just play the whole thing through, bro. I should. Do we got time? Oh, man. Like, I mean, I should.
10 minutes there on that one.
Oh, damn. I can wait. We can wait till the next one. We can probably play it again later. But, yeah. I got music videos, all types of stuff.
Legit.
Yeah, man. Like, that's pretty much what I do. You know? Shooting music videos and making beats and stuff, and I didn't know anything was gonna take off until like maybe 2022, probably around there. 2020, like the whole COVID thing, bro. I took that advantage.
Dude, yeah.
I took advantage of that, bro. Everybody was like freaking out. I'm like looking around, I'm like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, bro, we get money. Like, no job, nothing, bro. Like, y'all freaking out. Like, oh, I got kids. And it's like, bro, okay, hold on a second. I'm going to go out and go hustle something. I'm going to start up something real quick.
Yep.
And then I started hearing a lot more artists coming out during COVID. A lot more artists were spitting what's going on. I'm like, oh.
This is good.
Yeah.
Definitely good. Definitely, because that was a time and there's no shows, there's no way of getting new followers unless you're putting music out online and doing
and
that way.
At the time, bro, everybody was, and at the time before COVID, everybody was just taking their time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was taking my time. You know what I mean? I didn't really know anybody when I moved up here. Because actually, I'm born and raised from California. I moved up here in 2006, and then I did my high school years in Millsville, and then 8 years of college in Minneapolis, studying video production and audio production. So, and then I moved back here, and then I wasn't sure what I was doing, but I knew what I was trying to do was something. I was just waiting for the timing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like when I graduated, the college was like, yo, what are you gonna do with yourself? You know what I mean? We can get you into like, you know what I mean, Hollywood right now. We can get you into working with these top industry artists. And it's like, man, like if this is what it takes, you know what I mean? You guys already showed me what to do. If this is what it takes, if this is what it takes, then what I want to do is like I want to go back home and I want to try to do it myself. And that's what I did. And I didn't know, I mean, like, the first artist I did it for, bro, like, we were all butting heads with each other. We were all butting heads with each other, bro. like everybody was like, yeah, we're cool. Like, if you go on my YouTube page, it's during the time of the Coke Nation. It's called Chicken Dinner, but originally it was called Coke Nation. And before those videos, like, we did Friend Zone. My very first music video in Wisconsin, like the very start of hip hop, I want to say, of our time. Was me and Gentlemen. It's actually me and Jeffrey. I forgot what the song was. It's called Candlelit or something. You can just go check it out. It's all in the history in there. But nah, bro, like, man, you have no idea. Man, I don't even want to talk about it no more because, bro, like the Coke Nation video, what happened right there, bro? Everyone was cool with each other, and then everybody like was butting heads, and I was like, what the heck going on? And then next thing you know, yada yada yada, BS was happening. You know what I mean? During the time of the promoting, you know what I mean? Everybody, I don't know what happened. Everybody just ended up splitting out. You know what I mean? So then I went on my own path and started looking. Like, this was all before COVID. I was like, okay, let me just start up this hip hop group page, the Wisconsin hip hop group page. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna go scout. That's what I did. I just scouted. I started driving. You know what I mean? I love driving anyway. Like, I think that's probably why I drove all here. I was like, it's okay, whatever. I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you just hit me up. So I was like, I'll drive here. You know what I mean? Because on my way back, I'll probably, you know what I mean? Hey, any artist be like that, we have the advantage now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can sit there and be like, any artists around? Yeah. Anybody around here? Like, you know what I mean? Boom, like, connect real quick. Yeah. Yo, you want to shoot a quick music video? You know? Like, boom. That's my bad. That's pretty much how you do it. So.
Yeah. Make your way out there, network. You know, like for my tattoo artist, Michael, I'm doing that fingerboard video for him, and he's been tattooing me. Okay. You know, it's pretty cool to do that kind of trade-off where I make him his own fingerboard video, and then he can put that on his page and promote that, and then he can dice it up into YouTube Shorts or Insta Reels, and you know, get views on that, and so I get pushed out that too, because it's all creating, you know. And it's cool being a creator like us, because we can trade for stuff like that. Like, we could trade cool time for that, or hey, you're gonna shoot a music video? Well, find me a car, and I'll do it for you for free if the car costs the amount of the music video, or, you know, stuff like that. Like, stuff's possible. Right. I like bargaining with people.
Trading,
you know, like,
trading is not. Well,
I like when. Go ahead.
You know, oh, my bad.
No, go ahead, bro.
Oh, you can. I feel like if you know how to trade, like, you should know how to trade if you know how to. If you got good service.
Oh, of course, yeah. Like Trace, like when I do Trace and stuff for photos for him, he usually just gives me merch and, you know, stuff like that signed, because all that matters too to me. Like, I'll frame it.
Because that's probably what you would spend on, you know what I mean, right?
Well, yeah, it's in just a moment too. Yeah. Like, you know, I get this stuff, and other people may never have stuff signed by Trace. Yeah, shout out to Trace, 608 Trace.
Yeah. You know, if you like artists like that, you might like J-Mob.
That second guy you showed me, right? The guy did Facts?
Facts. You might like J-Mob. Yeah. If you like artists like that type of era, you might like J-Mob. J-Mob's pretty good.
Heck yeah.
It's funny because how I got a hold of J-Mob, I think it was actually, I think J-Mob told me about Prince Dula, I think. Or it's the other way around. I'm not sure, but anyway, though, how I heard about J-Mob, I think it was through Good Bud, and it was through, shout out to Good Bud, and Nathan Wolf, a.k.a. Elon Vital. They told me about J-Mob, and I was like, okay, let me hear him. My first time I hear him, I'm like, dang, this guy can, you know, he can spit his ass off. And then when I did a couple of music videos for him, my favorite one was probably Bars 4. I don't know how that music video came out. I really don't. I was really shocked. But the black and white, it was really dope. You if you listen to it, it's like, okay, like you can hear him talking about, you know what I mean, he has like that hip hop underground grudge sound.
Nice.
Yeah, so you might like that.
Heck yeah. Yeah, that's what's up. I'll do. When I go through this video editing, I'll write down the artist names you've mentioned so far so I can have them on there, because I've already forgot a couple, honestly, already.
Shoot, if you want me to name a couple of local artists, I can. Shoot, I'll name out a couple of CWs too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah, okay, cool. So, let's see, so, well, actually, what kind of music do you like?
So, like, I like the underdog. I like, so,
okay.
Like, I'm really big into listening to Caskey, Jelly Roll, Struggle Jennings, Yellow Wolf, you know, Mac Miller, obviously, he passed on, RP to him. Nas, you know, I listen to Taz Raw stuff, Chaos, New Money, stuff like that. I'm pretty much all over the place with music, man. I listen to just about everything. I love finding new music. Yeah, I pretty much
so
just
do you like a lot of hip hop though?
Yeah.
You like a lot of hip hop?
Mm-hmm.
What do you choose more, hip hop or rock?
Probably hip hop if it's like conscious and spiritual, because everything else, like, I like Trace's music a lot because he's telling stories and it's not all about like flashing money and guns and stuff like that, because like he's a very spiritual artist, and that's another reason why I like Caskey stuff too, and Wolf, because they're all spiritual people. Like, they're all on a spiritual journey to like manifestation and to greatness and stuff like that. Like, they're rapping about other things, rapping about, you know, getting their credit up and getting land to, you know, make an establishment. Like, they're talking about doing stuff like that. Like, that's what draws my attention. That's true growth and true change. Like, that's the kind of stuff I'm into. So yeah, more conscious hip hop, more conscious rap. Really, yeah. Positivity and shit like that.
If you like that, you might like, I'm gonna shout out their names. You like conscious rap, you said. So I'm going to shout out a couple names. I'm going to shout out a couple, like, locals, actually. Local Eau Claire. I'll start off with local Eau Claire. You might like Noah Estrada. Noah Estrada's pretty good. This one cat, it's Dula's brother. I forgot his name. But he just performed, and he was pretty good. He does really good conscious rap. I forgot his name, but you get at me. Actually, well, I'll get to it. Once I get the phone out, I'll get to it.
It's right there in your lap.
I'll get to it. But Shadez is actually really good for conscious rap. If you like that conscious rap hip hop sound, you might like Shadez. And actually, I just shot a music video for him actually yesterday. Yeah, he just came out with Poker Face. That was actually not bad. Poker Face was good. The first time I heard it was like maybe like a couple of weeks ago before he dropped it, and I was like, turn around, I'm like, what's this? And he's like, oh yeah, it's my new track. And I'm like, okay, Poker Face, okay, like this is not bad. And then when I heard the lyrics to it, I'm like, dang, like this is cold. Like, okay, bro.
Legit.
Yeah.
Legit.
It was good. J Mob, Duel the Prince, yeah. Travis Fuller. I just did a video I just edited a video for him, Travis Fuller. You never heard of him?
Mm-mm.
No? Mm-mm. Marcus Porter, if you like that conscious rap, Marcus Porter's a little bit for it. You know what I mean? It kind of gives you that vibe. Let's go to CW hip hop over the Wausau area. You know who's really good for the conscious rap you might like? What I just did a video for him. I would say his name's Catastrophe. Catastrophe is really good. Ace Wild. Dustin Warbear. You might like Dustin Warbear. You might like Dustin Warbear. Everybody likes Dustin Warbear. Everybody does. I mean, you might like his style. JD makes music. JD makes music is more motivational. It's more motivational rap. It's more of like a hustle type. If you like that Nipsey Hussle type grind sound, JD makes music. It's kind of like that style.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and like it's funny because hey yo. If anybody ever says I don't listen to local music, I do listen to locals, okay? I do listen to locals, trust me, I took the time.
You just named off like 15 people, like just like right off the bat, just like...
Yeah, like Prism. Prism had an album that dropped out, bro. It was pretty dope. It was actually pretty good. That was not bad. I went and bought it. You know what I mean? I went and bought Prism's album. I went and bought J-Mob's Homesick album. Homesick was actually probably the better album if I took them both together. J-Mob's album was probably the best one.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. But if you that's what it comes down to, like for conscious rap. If you like that type of roster area, kind of like that sound, like that Caskey, Yellow Wolf. If you like more of like that, you like Jack Harlow?
Yeah.
You like MGK?
In the past, yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of more. So if you like kind of like more like those guys, like Skiz Craven.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you kind of like more like those type of rappers.
Like I listen to Tech, I listen to like a lot of the strange music artists too, like Chris Webby, Ritz.
Chris Webby,
Jelly Roll. Like I listen, I listen to a lot of different stuff. Like I listen to Nas's new album, King's Disease 3. Like that shit is awesome.
King Disease 3.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, what?
Nah,
am I a little behind?
Yeah.
What? When did that drop?
Dang. Shit.
Dang.
It had to have dropped. Fuck, I don't even know. I know I got it this year, so.
Hey yo, Kill Camp. My bad. He's on my Snapchat, but shout out to Kill Camp. He a rapper. He on my Snapchat called Kill Camp.
This came out in
that conscious rapper. He's dope.
November of 22.
November dope.
King's Disease 3.
No, I have not seen that one though.
Yo, you thought King's Disease 2 was hard, and 1. 3 is just insane.
I have the one with this. What is it? The Red Album with the Holy Grail or something. That's what Disease 2.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I have that one. That one was dope.
Oh, and this is another huge one of my favorite artists too, is NF.
Okay, yeah, NF is cool.
He's like I've been following him since he came out. I think we gotta take a break quick. Let's hold that thought. But yeah, so back talking about NF, he's a spitter, and actually I wanted to bring up something too a while back, but we were getting ready to go on break. When I lived in Missouri, I met a guy named Sam Lee, and he pretty much broke me out of my shell as a human being. I used to be very nervous and very like self-conscious and like a negative complainer and all this other stuff. Well, he's a tattoo artist, so like I started getting tattoos and like all this other stuff. Well, he would freestyle like all the time around all of us, and I thought it was really cool the fact that he was a white kid and like he could freestyle. You know, I thought it was just really neat that he could do that, and I was like, man, I wonder if I can do that. You know. Like, right. I wonder if there's something I can do to do that, you know? I wonder if I can. So I don't know if you know, but I got FL right here on my computer. I have FL Studio myself. I make music myself, too. Yeah. But it's not a thing where, like, I've promoted it and made it a thing as an artist yet, because once I get my space, like I said, down in the basement, I'm going to make a studio, little music studio, probably, like, this much of my basement, just make it this much and find myself as an artist. I don't know if I want to do hip-hop. I don't know if I want to do conscious rap. I don't know if I want to sing, because I've been told that I have a good voice, because I've like done songs in the garage here with like John Mayer or like a couple of artists that I can sing to, but like I sing to their voice, not my true voice, and I want to hear my true voice. So I hopped on my friend's computer down there in Missouri, and we were on FL, and he kind of just showed me how to do it quick, and I made a beat within minutes, and I thought it was the coolest shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I just created that. Like, that's really neat, huh?
Were you in band?
No.
No? Oh, no. Wow.
So, I wasn't in band. I sang choir. I sang in choir, but I also played guitar and bass for most of my middle school years. Like, just learning how to do that and play that, because
so if you know how to do that, then you know a little bit about music theory. A little bit.
Right. I don't know. I know just about as much as for me to make a simple beat. I know BPMs. I know the amount of BPMs you have to have in there, in the song.
Yeah.
Like, I know all that to make all that
count.
go. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I'm going to show you.
I use Logic, by the way, Logic Gang.
This is just something I like.
I use Logic Pro X.
Yeah, this is just something I made. It kind of goes on for a minute. Initially, up until this point where it drops, it's kind of like, it's called the rise. So like I'm spitting right here, like I'm just going, I'm going. And then once the beat drops, it goes, like I'm just gonna go crazy. But I already have something written out to this.
That's not bad.
You like that?
That's not bad.
And it's like I said, I don't know much, but I know enough there to put something together. Like, it's not that crazy,
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
I made this one not too long ago. This isn't sick.
Are those just loops or?
Yeah, they're just loops, yeah. It's like I said, I don't know much, but I know enough to put it together to make it sound really good.
How long you been making beats?
About a year total.
A year total?
Yeah, with all the gaps I've had.
And you just been using loops? You should look into sampling. You might like sampling. I love sampling. Sampling, bro, it's amazing.
What do you think of this?
This is dope. It gives me off like Memphis, Atlanta vibes. Like Key Glock. Young Dolph, you like Young Dolph?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is a state of human consciousness and quality focused attention. Reduce river
Right?
Yeah, it's like that. It's not bad.
And it's just messing around, and I pretty much just make how I'm feeling, like the mood I'm in, and because I have Splice down here.
Oh, okay. You use Splice.
That's what I use. Splice. Yeah, I use Splice.
Okay.
I pay to use Splice, and that I just like I said, I love this one.
Okay, yeah, I know this sample. Yeah, I know this sample. I got people that use this one. Yeah, the same sample. I know somebody who did the same sample.
Isn't that sick though?
Shout out to King Illy. King Illy.
But yeah, this is you guys get to take a look at some of the songs I have in the vault that I've just made, but yeah, that's the next thing I want to do is develop myself up as an artist is music, because I do have a story. I can freestyle very well in the time when I want to. Right. I say things that I just was like, holy shit, I didn't know I could come up with a line like that. Like, the creativeness behind just, because freestyling is the hardest thing really to do with kind of making music in the beginning, because you got to think like 4 lines before you even spit in the one you already want to put out, because you're telling a story. Writing it down for me is so much harder because I put so much detail into it. It drives me absolutely nuts writing. If I could freestyle just what I've done today, it'd be great. I could do it in 3 minutes.
Right.
No problem. But putting it down on paper, it'd take me 3 days. Because I'd be having so many thoughts going through to write down that I can't keep track of it.
Just type it in your notes. Oh, type it in your notes right here.
Yeah, sometimes I don't even be catching it then. I'd be like into the microphone, like into the phone, like trying to spit and don't even catch half of it.
I mean, I wouldn't say I can spit, but it's, I don't know. As a producer, you should know how to do it all.
Yeah. As
a producer, you should know how to do it all. If you're making beats, like, you should be able to know how to spit. Me, preferably, I don't like to spit. I don't know. I see myself as like, your song is like it's like a sword, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. So whatever you're speaking out is like, it can be used a weapon too. So it's like, you know, I prefer to speak through my beats.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Even through my art of making videos.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like about the editing skills and stuff like that. That's just, you know what I mean? You can see it, like when you can see it through, well, see it and hear it. Like when I make the beats, like that Jetson song. Like when you said, did you make the beat? I was like, yeah. It's like, you know what I mean? Like nobody didn't know, like when Duelo the Prince hit me up, I didn't know that he chose that beat. And it was crazy because when I made that, I was going through some stuff, you know what I mean? Or a couple of the music videos that I did on YouTube, like for example, I was really going through stuff when I made Kid Flash's video. I forgot which one it was. It's not Riddle Me, but it was the one on. That's the one. You'll see, if you go look at it, it's the one. It's like has all green, and then J Ma's video anymore. You know what I mean? You know, you can see like the work of the art going through. The next thing you know, you can see everything progressing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that's how I see art. It's like, you know, when you're going through emotion, you're putting your spirit and everything onto an art, and as an artist, you gotta relate and see through all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but putting out art you actually care about instead of, like what I told you, like the first 10 years of me being a photographer, I've just been doing it to make a buck and to get my name out there. But now it's like I'm 32 years old and I just want to put out art I love to put out eventually.
And that's the real question. Do you love it? Or do you love the money of it?
I love the fact of putting out art now that I like to put out, because money will come eventually. It's just a matter of time. And I'm not asking to be like the biggest photographer in the world, because I don't have that kind of ego. I just want to produce what I want to produce, and the people that want to follow and buy to buy, cool. Exactly. I want to be on the show to be on the show, and that's why I say I do all this for fun and love. It's all for fun and love, and to show gratitude toward all of it, because I'm telling you, in the long run, dude, something's gonna pay off. I mean, look at Wolf. Wolf's been doing this shit for 20 years, and he's 40 now. He's almost 50 years old. Yellow Wolf's almost 50 years old, and he's like now finally a millionaire.
Is he really 50?
You know, I'm not really sure. I think he's like 46, but it's now just after all them years of him even grinding. You know, he probably started off in his late 20s like I did. You know, because I didn't actually figure out to start doing this until I was like 29, 30 years old, dude. I'm 32 now, and I'm like on the focus of doing this shit for he's 43.
Yeah, dang, wow.
So he's 43, and he in one of his songs, he's like, you know, I just hit 40, I'm now a millionaire. You know, like he's like, it's crazy because like it's for real.
So it's the same thing as 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz is like, I think he's in his 50s.
Yeah,
40 or 50s.
I mean, yeah, dude, everything just takes time. Like Trace's project, Chief 3, 12 years of making music. Like, he's already been at it for 12 years.
And see, that's the thing. A lot of people don't understand.
They don't understand
like, it takes progress. Let me see.
You sacrifice so much more being an artist than I think you do working a 9 to 5, because the 9 to 5 is just the normal hours. When you come home and have to do your stuff, you got to sacrifice time from your family, your friends, your own time to do whatever you want.
You're not going to see it until somebody else does, though.
Exactly, yeah.
I think the first time, actually, it's just recently happened. After the show, we played Jetsons. I had to take my friend back home, and she said, you know, Jetsons is a really good song. And that was my first time really actually making a beat, like literally making something out of love and then recording it out of love. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then mixing it and everything, and then going for the grind, and then, you know what I mean, all the sacrifice that's going into it, bro. Like, I even invested into like some other mixing engineers on it. You know what I mean? I was like, hey, like, I'll give you $20 if you can do something just a little bit You know what I mean? They did, and then I took it back, and some people, you know what I mean? Some people were like, no, this, and it's like, make changes. So then you're like, oh, like, let me make a couple more changes. And then not only that, you're on a deadline, too. Bro, I was mixing Jetsons for a minute because it didn't sound good at first. We had to go re-record it, actually. Yeah, we had to re-record it twice, I think. Yeah, twice, I think. That was rough. And that was all in 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. I had to get that done, and I had to get other music videos done on top of that.
Yeah. The same thing for this too, man. It takes me about an hour now to do a full episode like on this, cut it, edit it, add everything to it, and then the final thing is making sure it renders and gets through. After it renders and does all that, then it's good to go on. Right. I can put it up and
I love this though, man. Like I love making media content. Like I love making music videos and making music, like beats preferably. I like making beats. I love making beats. I love making music videos. Do I want to do it forever? Nah, I really want to get into more like feature films, short films. I want to make stories. I like stories. I got some things on my chest that I want to put out, you know what I mean, that I think people need to view and relate to.
Yeah.
See my point of view. But at the same time, I got some humor and some funny ideas, bro. Like, I got some ideas. Like, I can't even talk about this, but we can talk about, like, put it into, like, a Seth Rogen type thing. Like, we're smoking up and then going to, like, a trance. You know what I mean? But, no, like, I really want to keep making, like, videos and stuff like that. Making music videos, you guys see making music videos as a time of experimenting and lenses and stuff like that. That's how I use making music videos. Time to experiment, time to invest, time to try out new things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? New cuts, new edits. You know what I mean? Not just because, I'm getting paid to do it. You know what I mean? A lot of people get that idea if you've been doing it for too long. Like, he just wants the money. Like, yeah, like, that's cool. We need to get paid. It was a damn labor, man. Holy crap. I bet you. How long does it take you to actually do that?
What?
So, like, when you get done, how long does it take you to actually, like, piece everything together?
For a podcast episode?
Yeah.
Probably an hour. The video I did for my friend in the skateboarding, at least 10 hours on that. At least, because that's, like, one of the first things I've done outside of Garage Hangs and an edit on that, because I've always done it on, like, a tablet app, all generic and all, like, cool and whatever. Right. This is like the big boy stuff. This is the high leagues on what editing software is. So yeah, it takes me about an hour. Sometimes even longer because the computer's slow. So you know what's crazy is, hear me out on this. Sometimes the transitions in Garage Hangs and the overlays and everything I put on it, I can't actually see it until I render the project, because sometimes it's so slow it doesn't even capture like the transitions or the overlays. So I've had to do like the fingerboard video like 3 times because like things weren't looking right on it. So it's like once I get a new computer, it'd be a lot more smoother and I don't have to worry about that anymore. But that's another thing.
That's because you got the 2014 computer.
Yeah, and it's the last model that this could actually support, which was wild. I didn't even know that until I bought it. Dang. Because I had an Apple, not an Apple one, but I had the UAD
sound card.
No, it was like it was freaking like $700. It was an interface.
Oh, like the silver interface?
Yeah.
The big knob? Oh, God, dude.
Took me, dude, I couldn't figure it out for the life of me, dude. So I went and grabbed that, and it worked out good. And that was $300. Oh, man. I love this thing, though, the Vocaster. This thing's awesome for podcasts, dude. It's what it's pretty much made for.
Okay.
And
yeah, I'm looking to invest in the podcast up in Eau Claire.
Heck yeah.
I want to do something for Eau Claire. Like, really main for my territory. Really my idea for Wisconsin hip-hop, though, as a whole. I really just want to get everybody out. Like, the main music scene out of Wisconsin. Just the Wisconsin hip-hop scene. I don't care if you got beef with me. I don't care what you got going on. Me as a whole, I'm trying to get the whole entire... Like, if you work with me, I'm gonna do everything I can to push you out. That's just pretty much how it is. I'm trying to get everything. I got a Wisconsin hip hop group page. You know what I mean? Shout out CW Hip Hop. Shout out to Prince Dula. You know what I mean? Shout out to Marcus Porter. All the you know what I mean? Certified Trapper, Relly Rich and them, Baby T. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to push everybody's name out of Wisconsin. I just feel like Detroit, Chicago, Minneapolis, they all got their names out. In Atlanta, you know, everybody's got their names out, but Wisconsin is like the only thing that we're waiting on. It seems like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can agree with you on that, dude, for sure.
Like, we're the only place that we're waiting on. And it's like, now it's time, though. That's why you were saying earlier, like, I think it's time. This is that time.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
This whole year and next year, I think.
It's been maybe a decade
Yeah.
or two that people have been waiting to see, like, what's going on with really Wisconsin besides just football.
Yeah, football and sports, yeah.
Right.
And beer drinking.
Right. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on with the music and media scene?
Yep.
This is that time. Like, so shout out to all the Wisconsin hip hop artists, you know what I mean, all of you guys, that even the ones that I didn't mention, but the whole scene itself.
Right.
Like, they're really they're really working, bro. I've seen a lot, like, for example, I think the hardest working artist, the hardest one out of all of them, man, yeah, it probably would be Dula the Prince. Yeah, it probably would be. I seen at least the hardest working one. Maybe Certified Trapper. I seen some videos and I've heard some things, and then I seen his videos. He got catalogs, but that's actually the tip. Actually. Keep recording. Just keep recording. No matter how bad it is, no matter how, you know what I mean, shitty it is or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, if it doesn't sound good or anything, keep recording. Just keep recording and watch your shit progress. Because as it gets better and better, like, you can't just do shit overnight. You know what I mean? You can't just water a plant and expect it to grow overnight. You know what I mean? You know, this ain't Jack and the Beanstalk. This ain't no Jack and the Beanstalk. You know what I mean? But you got to keep watering it. And as you keep watering it, depending on how you water a nutrient, you know what I mean? The time and labor you putting onto the plant, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna grow and watch the results as you grow.
Yeah, I got a bunch of plants in the house.
Yeah, and that's kind of how it is for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I moved up here, like, I knew it was gonna be bad. I was like, man, I'm gonna start off really bad. I knew it. As soon as I shot chicken dinner and I watched it, like, maybe a year after, I was like, bro, I'm like, this is not happening. You know what I'm saying? This is not happening. And then I read this article about shooting on the iPhone. And it's crazy because I studied about shooting on the iPhone in college. And that's how I started. And then I was like, okay, let me just shoot on the iPhone. And then I didn't want to pay Adobe because it was expensive. It's just every month. It's like, man, as an entrepreneur, $60 a month, bro. like starting as a business, like, dude, that's hurting my pockets, man.
I know. It's almost $1,000 a year.
Yeah. So it's just like, okay, you know what? So then I was like, I looked really hard, and then I got into DaVinci. So then I took a year off. Like, I took like a year or two off of making music videos. Yeah. I think that's what it was. So then I practiced just making music videos on DaVinci. Like, I was practicing shooting stuff. It's not even on YouTube or anything. I just, you know, we practiced, posted them up. You know, we just really practiced. You know what I mean? For like a good year, solid year or 2.5. I went ghost mode. You know, we really perfected my craft, really studied other local producers.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I didn't. A lot of people say, like, you know, Cole Bennett. You know, watch Cole Bennett Lyrical Lemonade stuff. No. Jerry Productions. No. Okay. So for me, those are like mainstreams. But I can watch a lot of like local artists. I'm gonna say a few names. Ice Water Chase. Yeah, I watch a lot of Ice Water Chase videos. His stuff is really unique. Let me see. Shot by Jolo. He was pretty good. Yeah, those are pretty much those kind of videos I watch. Mainly, I watch a lot of short films. I get my inspiration this is usually how I do it. I'll sit down in front of a TV, and I'll put headphones on, and I'll mute the TV. I'll mute the TV, and I'll put a bunch of music videos on, or just let it go through. Even if it's local or anything, I'll just go through them all, and I'll just put music that I like, music that I prefer to like listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, I listen to Ice Water, not Ice Water Chase, but Ice Water Vizzo. I'll listen to like Maddox. I'll listen to a little bit of some Nipsey Hussle. You know, just listen to like a lot of like hustle and grinding music. But like, I'll listen to like, you know what I mean, listening to it, and then like when I'm watching it on the screen, it's like, okay, I'm getting ideas. It's like as it's playing, so it's like boom, okay, boom, and I'm bobbing. It's like, okay, boom, I can do that shot. You know what I mean? I'll do the same thing with short films. So that's how I get my inspiration and ideas and stuff.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't really catch on. Sometimes actually the best thing to do is, like, for example, what I like to do on my off time, if I have nothing to do and I feel like I want to go on a vacation, I love going to the museum and just blaring music. I'll go to an art museum.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, just blare music in my head. Don't want to be around nobody. Just kind of, you know, listen to music. Specifically, if I'm like in a museum, it's like R&B, jazz. Get some samples, ideas. Yeah.
That's legit.
Yeah.
That's a good way of getting inspiration, though.
Yeah, so I'll go travel and stuff.
It is, for sure. The 24-minute mark. Chop it up here for a minute or two more, and then have to get up, take a break again quick.
Yeah. We got time, no worries.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying it. I keep looking over at that screen because, man, if that thing goes and times out, that whole thing we just did will be deleted. So
oh no,
I'm not even trying to go past that cap. So
right, you good, bro.
That's a good part of the conversation there. So I ain't trying to have that get deleted. You know?
You good.
So we'll break it out quick and then we'll come back. All right, we're back from our final break. This is gonna be our last segment of the day. We're just gonna chop it up, and then toward the end, we're gonna say our thank yous and nice meeting you, and we'll definitely be working in the long run.
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna be working here, man.
Wow.
I'm gonna be sending artists your way. This is dope. Like, I'm definitely gonna come back on for part 2. You know what I mean? This is something different, so it's my first time, you know.
Yeah, and if you wanted to, also, like, we could always do an episode 2 on like music engineering if you want. Like, you could come on here and talk about music engineering. You could talk about laying vocals on a track. Like, there's, you know, we could plan these kinds of episodes instead of just like talking it off the free. You know, just how we've been going. If you really want to do something like,
what do you guys want to know right now? Like, what's a good tip you guys want to know right now?
I mean, I don't really know too much. Like,
video, or do you want to know audio?
Video.
Yeah. Okay. So what's
explain? You could probably explain for the people out there doing video that you can never have enough B-roll footage.
Yes. Okay. So I learned that on myself.
B-roll. Yeah. Same.
B-roll. You need enough B-roll. Yes, I've been learning that as I go. You need a lot of B-roll. Yeah. A lot. Actually, another good tip. Actually, to be honest with you, with filmmaking is practice your editing skills. Just keep practicing. You know what I'm saying? Actually, for all locals, actually, you know what? I'm gonna give you guys some sauce. Shoot in 60K for 60K and 4K for per frames. 60K, 4K. Yeah. So that way, when you slow anything down, it's like a smooth slow-mo transition.
Right.
Yeah. Otherwise, keep practicing your editing skills. Keep if you're not doing anything, you know what I'm saying, just keep watching other producers. Don't watch your favorite one. It's okay to try we try other different producers. Keep scouting out. We keep asking for tips, keep asking for help, keep working together with other artists. You know what I'm saying? Offer. Even if there's nothing coming in, like money wise coming in, offer something. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'll just be like the thirst, because like I love creating. Sometimes I'll just be like, hey, let me just create you something. I just want to do something right now. I just want to create something. Don't matter what it is.
Yep. Yeah, it's just
That's just how it is for me.
If you're a videographer or a photographer, the best thing you could do is go out and create as much as possible.
Yeah.
Just have an idea behind it. Like I really want to start actually going around the town all 4 seasons and getting footage of different seasons, and take a year to make it. Take a year to make a side project of Janesville. Just like not like make it a title and just go around the whole town and just film and video and edit and just to do it and have a purpose for it, because you'll be able to see the town in 4 different seasons. You'll be able to see,
and the county might pick you up and want to do something for you.
Yeah, you never know how that's going to happen too. So
that's what my plan was.
And that's just where it starts. Yeah. Just grabbing your stuff and just going out and filming. Like, it may not seem like it's for a purpose, but you're doing it for a reason. And once you figure out the idea behind it, like, I was talking to John about it the other day. There is just no road paved for us after high school. We have to figure everything out on our own, right. Just like our parents did. And now more of us are waking up to fucking reality. 9 to 5. We want to live off our creative abilities and our creative aspects and how we want to live our life, because we consider that, to me, I consider that a waste of time, but also it also puts in work for me to have the things I want. Like, if I didn't have Sunnyside, I wouldn't have this place.
Right.
Like,
I
appreciate that.
I know it. I did that 9 to 5.
Or just find something you love doing. Like, like for me, I like working at a dispensary. That's what I like to do. I like being around a dispensary, and then also learning everything about marijuana and THC and the cannabinoids and the terpenes and everything. Like, I'm learning full effect on it. I'm actually helping people.
Shout out to marijuana.
Yeah, shout out to Sunnyside too. Yeah, it's a great industry to be in. It's a great money maker to be in the industry, and I want to be in that, and I want to be an artist, and that's what I've wanted to do, and that's what I will continue to do, and I will keep branching off other ideas off of this idea, because this idea was my closest and cleanest and newest idea off of being a photographer. I paint too, like, I don't know if you can see that painting right here in the corner. I painted that.
Yeah, that's cool.
I do a lot of like paint and pours like that. I want to do big murals and canvases and sell them for $500 to $1,000 and have art auctions and stuff like that. Like, it'd be great to have somewhere, even down here and not so far in Madison, but just somewhere down here, and just have a building like this and just have my art in it for the night, photos, painting, or anything.
Man, I can tell you something. The trick to doing consistency, right? Is that the word, consistency?
Yes, it is.
Even if it's a 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're at work, you know what I'm saying? Think about what your plans are at work. It's okay. You can be working on yourself while you're at work. You don't have to be focusing on heavy, 24/7 on work mode. Just go to work, think about what your plans are at work, and then when you get off, do that plan. Do exactly that same plan, but keep it on the grind.
Yep.
And then watch that once you start going somewhere with that progress with that plan, you're gonna start seeing more so like you're not gonna be needing the job no more.
Yeah.
That that entrepreneur is gonna start growing. You're gonna have some couple drop-ins. Like, man, I can tell you one thing. As an entrepreneur in Wisconsin, usually the winter is hard.
Very.
Yeah.
Very. I don't shoot any photos or anything during that time. Like,
that's the best time to start practicing, though.
No, trust me, it is. But like, for me, I don't. At this point, for photography, I just want to shoot shows.
Right.
I want to shoot like being like my close artist friends, making music, wearing clothes,
I think
the fashions, like stuff like that. Like,
that'd be cool.
I want to do stuff like that. Like, I don't want to just sit around and like do family photos and all that stuff because it's not an interest to me no more. It's back to the whole money thing.
Right.
And during the wintertime, not really anyone is doing that kind of caliber stuff because, one, it's shitty out, it's cold, it's nasty. Half the time, if you book something that night, it might be a snowstorm and people ain't coming, and then you're screwed. Like, there's a lot of outcomes I have during that time of the period of the month, which I'm not even trying to like be negative and have excuses for it, but it's like 80% true. Like, you know, a lot of that stuff stops during the winter time, and for me, the ambition for me is to plot. I work on other things, you know, like I've been shooting photos for 2 decades almost, dude. Like, I have it close to me. You know, I've been taking photos since Trace's party, but also since then it's been a while because I'm focused on doing other things that make me more happier than that does make me happy. You know, obviously if it didn't, I wouldn't be doing it. But I've been doing it for so long that I'm burnt out on not wanting to do it for myself and when I want to pick it up and when I want to do it. You know? Because
you just gotta have a love for it, and if you love it so much, you're gonna keep going for it. And
that's why I keep going, and that's why like when shows come up or like when Trace needs me for something like that, like I'm all about it. That's the kind of shit I feed off of because I want that in the moment raw shit.
And are you taking that risk?
Exactly.
Like, you like. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like, some people that, like, even on my side of the families, you know what I mean? Even got friends and stuff, they be wondering, like, what's going on in their brain. Like, bro, like, what is going on with Shadez? Like, why is he taking the risk like that? And it's like, sometimes it's like, you know,
we have a different drive in us.
I feel like as an entrepreneur slash producer, artist, like as a creator, you know what I mean? Entrepreneur, creator, you know what I mean? Sometimes that risk, you know what I mean? When you flip that card over, you know what I mean? It's that card could be, you know what I mean, an ace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just won.
Yeah.
You know, you just got to return. You know what I mean? Or in a way, once you start sow a seed in.
Yeah.
That's how I see it most of the time. Sow something in and watch the return back.
There was an episode that I did with one of my fiance's friends. She does tarot card readings, and she did a reading for me, and I never had one done before. And pretty much,
I'm not into all that.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what that is.
So a tarot card reading is pretty much just like your journey and what's going to happen. Like they do. So what happens is like you shuffle these cards, and while I was shuffling them, some were popping out. And she shuffled them, and then some were popping out of the deck. So when one fell out, you laid it down, and then all the cards were laid down, and then every card has a meaning to it. And the meaning to all them cards were just, it blew my mind away.
That's weird.
The first one that I had was the captain of your voyage. You're the captain of your own ship, and you're steering yourself in the direction. And I'm like, boom, I already know that. I already know what I'm doing. Like, it's just time and money where I can start. So I can start doing this. So I can start branching out. Well, I can feel it because I'm very...
Well, I'm talking about like without knowing the card. Like, wouldn't you be able to feel it on the inside?
That's what I'm saying. I feel it. Like, and that's the crazy thing is how that card gets laid down. And I'm already going through it, and it's already acknowledging that I'm going through it.
Oh, that's weird.
You know, it was crazy weird. If you ever get the time, it's the one with Nails by Marissa. It's the episode on there, and it's crazy. It explains everything, dude, through the whole process of that. And like, I got a spring and fall card. Half of it was spring, half of it was fall. And the side where it landed on was the fall. And it said in the description of this card, everything.
Jesus, I don't know if I can handle all that, bro.
It was crazy. Well, I'm all about it because it's real. I feel like it is real. And when she read that meaning of that card, that everything that you've wanted and everything that you've worked hard for is gonna pay off this autumn. And ever since then, dude, I just been like,
that's some witchcraft stuff.
Just grinding, bro. I don't think it's like some witchcraft. It's a little bit. It's not. It's the same thing as witchcraft. It's definitely not. It's just
that's crazy
because like they don't.
I don't know. I never really got into it. It's just not my thing. I guess more so like my thing is really just trusting your heart. Really just like, you know what I mean, like speaking like you know what I mean, like for example. Everybody's gonna go through something.
For sure.
Everybody's gonna go through some speed bumps, like all the time. You know, no matter what. But as a creator and a content creator, like for example, you as a photographer, even if you're going through something, that time, if you really have a passion or if you really something you're going to do, you know what I mean? That's probably that time for you to keep studying something. There's something unique, something that you probably need to study while you're going through that speed bump.
Yeah, it's just like not having power out here.
Right.
I wasn't able to do anything. So what I did is
it was probably telling you to like
to do something else. So what I did is I revamped the entire season of like the openings.
Right.
I revamped that. I learned how to edit. I learned like all this time I've spent doing it. Yeah, I've spent the time revamping and doing other shit because, like I said, the devil's trying to stop me from what I'm trying to do. And trying technically is an attempt at failure. I've said it in multiple episodes of my podcast because trying in the dictionary is attempt at failure because you're not actually doing it.
Right. So, well, it's going to take you 7 times to fall, but the 8th time you're definitely going to get up.
Right.
You're going to make it.
Yeah. And
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's why I face the problem of me knowing that I can't do garage hangs.
That's crazy.
The time I did,
7 times fall. That's crazy because we're going into the 7th year, right? Like, what is it? Was it 2024? Because I started doing, like I said, I started doing this back in 2017. Like, what happened was after college, I went through like a little struggle. You know what I'm saying? Went back home, moved in. I told a family member, I'm like, hey, can I build this into a studio? I have a vision. I gave her the vision. She let me rent it. I worked on a construction after working for FedEx. Worked on a construction with another family member. After that, I started investing into the studio that I built, and you know what I mean, I just trusted everything from the inside, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, I was just really starting to see like the growth and failures. You know what I'm saying? Like the struggles. You know what I mean? Here and there, like you were talking about. You know.
Yep.
And it's really you know what I mean? Once you start seeing it, you can start seeing the results, dude. You can start seeing the results.
Well, dude, it's just like I said when I started this in November. I have 132 followers now, and I've never had a YouTube channel in my entire life.
Right.
And that's 4, 8, 12 episodes that I've put out in that duration of that time. And it's not even about that, but I know it's reaching people. I know people are watching it. I know people are listening.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to reach more.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time, and it's fine because
that's what I'm saying. Because that time that you're building, bro, by the time you're ready to succeed, like that's what I was saying. Like I built that studio to the time like after COVID, it was time to shine. And then once I started laying out the tools and everything, I started seeing my new techniques with clients, and that's how it started progressing more. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I was like, okay, wow, like that's what I'm saying. You started doing all this, you can start seeing progress. You did all that during that time of the winter, so you got time to reconnect and edit and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And now that it's not winter, I can have more people on. And it's gonna be nicer out. Like, I'm actually gonna be putting a screen mesh around the outside of the garage door, so I could have the garage door open and still have conversation and still be nice out. We can look outside, like, you know, raw interference, like those cars driving by. Dude, it is what it is. Like, it happens. It is. I don't really care about it. It's cool, but the whole garage, like you said, change. Once I get the money and stuff to do all this, it's gonna look really nice in here, man.
It's because you put your effort into it.
Well, I see so much of a vision with it that it's gonna go far, man. I'm gonna have music artists on here. I'm gonna have chefs on here. I'm gonna have comedians.
And don't be afraid of accepting different changes. Like for example,
dude, for sure. Like I have no problem with that.
No. So check this out. So
I love difference.
For example, right? Like, let's say this can is let's say white, right? And everything we do is white. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to add some black in there. It's okay because we're gonna start learning some new colors that come with the shade of black. You know what I'm saying? So, like for example, if you're running a podcast and your roster is just full of white, you know what I mean? It's okay to add some black in there because then you start developing newer sounds. Or newer culture, you know what I mean? So it's okay. I mean, like, well, I'm not trying to say it's a race thing, but I'm saying it's okay to start accepting newer changes because the newer changes is going to start developing of who you're going to become.
For sure.
You know, in a way, because you want to accept that stuff in the afterlife, I guess. I don't know.
It's
in the afterlife.
Yeah, it's kind of like just only having guys on the show. Well, my fiance's been on the show, and
have some
I actually have a woman friend of mine. Her name's Eden. Shout out Eden. She's going to be on next Monday's episode. So she won't be on until like almost to the end of the month. But yeah, she
have like the mayor on this show too.
She's coming. Yeah,
that'd be cool. Just try something different. I'm just saying, like, everybody should try something different, and like even hip hop artists, like, you know what I mean. It's like, it's cool that there's some people that derive to rock. You know what I mean. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean. I think that's cool. You know what I mean. MGK did it. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. Then he came back to hip hop. But like, as for producers, you know what I'm saying, it's okay to sample other things.
Yeah,
like rock
definitely.
music. I can tell you something. I think the hardest thing I've ever sampled, and everything besides sampling, I can't say certain things I sampled, but a certain genre that you can sample, but you got to go hard for it, is rock, like heavy metal. But you got to go through the whole thing. Like, for example, Judas Priest. I had to go through the whole entire track, bro, just to like the middle of it, to find a certain sample I want, just to hip hop, to like make it bounce that I wanted. I was like, man, it's the search and grind. So it's okay to, you know what I mean, to try something different.
For sure.
You know?
Yep, I'm all about it, because I don't like doing the same thing over and over again. I don't like talking about the same thing over and over again. I mean, yes and no, it's times and places where, like, if someone did want to come on and talk about addiction, that's totally cool. Like, I'm totally fine with hearing that out. But yeah, I want to have anyone and everyone on this show. I want to actually have men's mental health conversations.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like 6 to 8 dudes come on in.
That'd be cool.
Like, I already have a group chat going. We just have to do it. I got to get more stands, and I got to get more mics. I got to get a better mixer.
Yeah,
that's all in
cool,
time,
bro.
you know. All in time.
That'd be cool to talk about. You know, when we talk about men's mental health, I think that's a serious. Actually, I think that's a serious issue.
Oh, it is.
And a lot of artists do talk about it, and I think they need to talk about it more.
For sure. Yeah.
Not even in a R&B way. I think they need to talk about it even with like some upbeat stuff. For sure. Because then it gets the man wanting to be like, dang, even at like working out, like, okay, boom, you know what I mean, like, you know what I mean, F everybody, I'm just gonna work out and get on my grind, boom. Then now you're listening to like some motivational hip hop, you know what I mean, men's mental health, daily grind stuff. It's like, boom, now you're changing the era of hip hop. Yeah. Because right now the times of era with hip hop that we were in. For example, I know what the times of era, like during the Lil Wayne, all you hear of that time was pussy, money, weed. Yeah. Pussy, drugs, sex, and, you know what I mean, that was it. Just that type of crap. You know what I mean? And that's cool, and then it progressed to different new stuff. But, like, if you're talking about men's mental health and rap, like, not even in a Juice WRLD type way. Because, like, it's cool. Juice WRLD's cool. Like, yeah, that's cool. He talked to, like, you know what I mean, some mental health in there. But I feel like if you express it with upbeat stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, like the Jetsons. You know what I mean? Pops used to get our clothes at the thrift store. And the kicks, though, they came from Payless. You know what I'm saying? Talk about some stuff like that. It's okay. It's on an upbeat beat. So it's like, yeah. Like, you don't understand what we went through. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, 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 boom. Right. You know what I'm saying? But if you put it on a slow track, it's, you know what I mean? For a male to listen to, it's like, man, it's depressing for me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just speaking from somebody who kind of went through it, and what I feel like what we do need. I feel like as somebody who struggled with that, I feel like we need more upbeat mental health type beats. For sure. Or music. Yeah. You know what I mean? Mac Miller was that type of guy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But he was doing it for that type of roster, you know what I'm saying? And for everybody else roster, same thing with Juice WRLD. You know what I mean? But we need more of that. You know, that's what I feel like. But we need more of it with like upbeat type stuff. For sure. Yeah. I agree with you on that. I think we do need more of that. Mm-hmm. And more people need to be more aware of it too. And putting it in their music too. Yeah. You know, but as a creative content creator, like as a producer, if you are going through that, it's okay to talk to anybody. You know, when you talk to a family member, talk to somebody you trust too. If you're dealing with those kind of issues,
Right.
you know what I mean. Take some time away. You know what I mean. The best thing to do is go somewhere where no one doesn't know where you are, and take some time away and breathe. You know what I mean. Breathe. Talk to yourself. It's okay to talk to yourself, bro. You're talking to your inner self.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking to your inner self.
Yep.
You know, you take some time, you know, and pray, like, just be like, hey, you know what I mean, what can I do? You know what I mean? And then take that next day, you know what I mean, take the next day away. You know what I mean? Then you come back. You know what I mean? It's kind of like just transition, like just go away at night. You know what I mean? Transition the next day in the morning. So that way you have time to hear, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Have a brand new fresh start.
Right.
You have a new game plan.
For sure, man.
That's how you really do it.
It makes sense.
And it's okay to do it often.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people. It's okay to do it often. You know what I mean? You don't have to do it once. Do it often. If you're going through something, do it often.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just take that time. You don't need a week vacation. Shit. Take a day vacation. Like, I just need a day off. Okay, boom. Next month, boom. When people be like, oh, men got that, when they, you know, if you remember that meme when people were saying men go through periods or something like that?
Mm-mm.
No, the period is like when they say, oh, the period of a month, men probably have men periods or something like that. It was the most dumbest thing I've ever said, but it really low key. We just go, like I said earlier, everybody goes through times and stuff. You know what I mean? Like we go through things. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But if you take those times through things, just days and times and stuff like that, you're gonna start seeing like your mental health is actually. It's not more of the energy and stuff. It's just, well, yeah, it is energy, but it's also you needing breaks.
Right.
You're just tired. You're needing breaks.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I feel
like,
like
man, we do need breaks.
Hell yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? We do need breaks.
Yeah.
Trust me, as men, we need breaks. Hella breaks.
Yep.
You know what I mean? At least maybe, you know what I mean, 1, 2, you know what I mean, some, especially off of work. Friday offs.
Right.
Yeah. I'm just saying, though, we do need breaks, you know. Everybody does.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we do need good paying ass jobs. None of this $10 an hour shit.
I agree with you on that one.
You know what I mean? If you're a welder and you're working like 20 an hour, you know what I mean? Like, you need to go tell your boss, like, look, I need 60, 80 an hour, bro. You know what I mean? I got kids. Not saying I got kids, but I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? I just feel like, you know what I mean, people, you know what I mean, we got all this money, especially now we're in the digital. Now you can create digital now.
Right.
So now you tell me that we got infinite money. We got infinite money now? Right, bro? We're in a digital era, but now we got digital era that's infinite? Like, come on. We got all the type of money now. We can, you know what I mean? I feel like everybody, even in the world, bro, like, everybody just needs, especially with the wage, everybody needs to go to their boss. You know what I mean? Everybody needs to go to their boss and tell them, like, look, like, you need to go tell your CEO to tell whoever they run and control by to boost up the wages. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we're going to have to take a quick break. Quick's at 25, and then we'll do a wrap up quick, so we'll be right back.
Yeah, man.